There comes a moment in every life when the walls feel too close, when the sky looks too heavy, and the soul feels too tired to keep climbing. A moment when you wonder if the dreams you once cherished were nothing but childish illusions, and survival seems like the only thing left to hope for. If you're struggling right now, I'm here to tell you, this is not your ending. This is your beginning. Understand this truth: history was not shaped by the comfortable, by the favored, or the lucky. It was shaped by men and women who, at their lowest point, decided they would rise anyway. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before bringing light into the world. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Abraham Lincoln lost elections, businesses, and nearly his own sanity before he changed the course of history. Every one of them had a moment where the world said, "You're finished." And every one of them said back, "Watch me." Your struggle is not a curse. It's an invitation. An invitation to become the person you are meant to be. Because the truth is this: you don't build strength under blue skies and gentle breezes. You build strength when the storm rips the roof from your life and dares you to stand anyway. The oak tree doesn't grow strong because of calm seasons. It grows strong because it stood tall through the tempest, the lightning, the endless howling winds. And so will you. But first you must understand something most people never learn. Struggle isn't the enemy. Confusion isn't the enemy. Pain isn't the enemy. Indecision is. Doubt is. Fear of starting is. Because while you sit in uncertainty, life keeps moving without you. While you hesitate, the days keep slipping away. While you stay chained to what you fear, freedom passes by unnoticed, unlived. Bob Proctor said it best: you don't wait for conditions to be perfect. You make the decision first, and the path will appear. The power is not in waiting for the struggle to end. The power is in deciding who you will be inside the struggle. Will you be the person who gives up at the first rejection? The person who folds when the pressure mounts? The person who says, "Maybe it wasn't meant for me," when the first storm comes? Or will you be the rare one, the one who understands? It's supposed to be hard. That's what makes it worth it. Listen closely. Struggle is how you're initiated into greatness. It's the fire that burns away the parts of you that were never strong enough to carry the weight of your destiny. No one ever built a life of true meaning on comfort. No one ever created a legacy from the safety of the shore. It's in the raging seas, in the uncharted waters, where destiny lives. And if you want it, you must be willing to step into the storm, to raise your head against the wind, and to declare with every cell in your body, "I will not be defeated. I will be forged." Every vision you've ever had, every whisper of greatness you've ever heard inside yourself, they weren't lies. They were previews, glimpses of who you were always meant to become if you had the courage to answer the call. And right now, in your struggle, in your doubt, that call is louder than ever. You think you're broken because you feel fear. You're wrong. Fear is proof you're alive. Fear is proof you still care. Fear is the sign that something inside you refuses to accept an ordinary existence. Let me remind you, you are not here to merely survive another day. You are here to create, to conquer, to ascend. Inside you burns the same fire that built cities, that sailed across oceans, that climbed unscalable mountains. It's the fire of human spirit. And it doesn't need perfect circumstances to ignite. It only needs a decision. Decide that you will not bow. Decide that you will not yield to fear. Decide that you will plant your feet and move forward. One step, one breath, one heartbeat at a time, no matter how hard it gets. Because it will get hard. The climb will feel endless. The nights will feel darker than you thought you could endure. But hear this: you are stronger than you know. Strength is not built in ease. It is built in battle. It is built when everything in you says, "Give up," and you choose to keep walking. You are not designed for defeat. You were not born to be average. You are built for resilience, for brilliance, for the breathtaking beauty that can only come when you've faced the impossible. And rise in anyway. The same forces that sculpted mountains, that carved rivers into canyons. Those forces live within you. They are waiting right now for you to make the one decision that changes everything. To rise. You must believe before the evidence appears. You must see the invisible before it manifests in your hands. You must trust the vision burning in your soul, even when no one else can see it. Understand this. Every empire, every invention, every revolution was once just an idea floating in the mind of a person no smarter than you, no more gifted, no more deserving. The only difference was belief. They decided their dreams were real long before the world agreed, and they moved with a conviction so deep, so immovable, that reality had no choice but to bend. Henry Ford was laughed at when he said he would build a car for the masses. They mocked him, said he was insane, said it couldn't be done. He didn't listen, because the vision was already alive in his mind, far more real than the noise outside it. You must build the same uncheckable belief. You must nurture it, feed it, protect it like a flame in a hurricane, because belief isn't given to you by the world, it's demanded from within. The world will wait. It will wait to see if you are serious, if you are committed, if you are prepared to face rejection, failure, loneliness, and keep going anyway. If you show weakness, the world will mirror it. But if you show unwavering faith, the world will eventually bow to it. Your outer world will always be a reflection of your inner world. If you want more success, more abundance, more love, you must first believe you are worthy of it. You can have the greatest strategy in the world. You can have the most detailed plan. But without belief, you will crumble at the first sign of adversity. Belief is the force that moves mountains. Belief is the hand that sculpts destiny. You do not wait for belief to come. You create it through repetition, through declaration, through action. You look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say, I am worthy, I am capable, I am inevitable. Not because you feel like it, but because you have decided it. Clarity must follow belief, because belief without direction is like a ship without a rudder full of power, but lost at sea. You must be ruthlessly clear about what you want. You must carve it into your mind with such precision that no distraction, no temptation, no doubt can pull you away. Vague goals produce vague results. Clarity sharpens your mind into a weapon. When Carnegie built his steel empire, he did not hope for wealth, he demanded it. He etched it into his soul with clarity so fierce that nothing could sway him. He knew what he wanted, why he wanted it, and he moved with the certainty of a man who had already seen his future. You must do the same. Write it, speak it, visualize it. Not once a week, every day, until your vision is as natural to you as breathing. You are not here to figure it out along the way. You are here to command your way forward, to plant your flag in the soil of your future and say, this is where I am going. Nothing will stop me. Nothing will turn me around. Clarity feeds focus, and focus creates results. But clarity alone is not enough. You must add vision. Not the vision of your current circumstances, but the vision of the life you will create. You must see it. You must feel it. You must walk in it in your mind until your body believes it's already real. Visualization is not some idle daydream. It is the architect's blueprint for reality. It is the sculptor's chisel against the marble of the universe. Napoleon Hill wrote, "What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." But most people stop at the first step. They conceive. They believe a little. But they don't sustain it. They allow the old world, the old patterns, the old doubts to take back the dream. You must hold your vision against all evidence to the contrary. You must protect it when the bank account is empty. You must nurture it when the world mocks you. You must build it when you feel alone, exhausted, invisible, because reality always lags behind imagination. The universe responds to consistent vibration. not occasional wishes. And that vibration comes from discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your dream and your reality. Not talent, not luck, not opportunity. Discipline. The world does not reward the impulsive, the half-committed, the easily distracted. It rewards those who move forward even when motivation dies, even when inspiration vanishes, even when every bone in their body begs them to stop. Discipline is doing the thing when you no longer feel like doing the thing. Discipline is showing up when no one is watching, no one is clapping, no one is rewarding you. It's the quiet, relentless force that carves empires from chaos. Look around you. The skyscrapers, the bridges, the masterpieces of art and science, they were not built by the inspired. They were built by the disciplined, by the men and women who laid brick after brick, stone after stone, long after the applause faded and the world forgot they were even working. And you, if you are to rise, you must love the work more than the outcome. You must honor the process more than the praise. Bob Proctor taught it simply. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. And what you are is what you do daily. The secret is not hidden in the monumental acts. It's hidden in the repetition. The repetition of right action, right thought, right vision hammered into existence with the stubbornness of a mind on fire. The greatest among us didn't wait for perfect conditions. They created them. With blood, with sweat, with sacrifice. Understand. Every day you delay your discipline. You extend your suffering. Every day you choose the easy path. You choose to live smaller than you were born to. But every day you show up no matter what, you build something inside yourself no storm can tear down. Purpose fuels discipline. You will not endure the pain of growth unless the vision inside you is stronger than the excuses outside you. You will not walk through fire unless something sacred burns brighter within you. What is your purpose? Not the shallow desires whispered by comfort and convenience. Not the plastic dreams sold to you by the world. The real one. The one that thunders in your bones at night. The one you were born for. Because when you know why you fight, no obstacle can defeat you. Purpose transforms discipline from obligation to devotion. When you are pulled by a vision larger than your own comfort, sacrifice becomes a privilege. Pain becomes a price gladly paid. Carnegie didn't build steel because it was easy. Disney didn't imagine worlds because it was profitable. They did it because something inside them burned too fiercely to be ignored. And do you have that fire too? Even if right now it feels like a flicker. Even if it's hidden under fear, under doubt, under the weight of 1,000 defeats. It's there. It's waiting. It's ready to rise if you are. But you must decide. You must choose again and again to fuel the fire. Not once. Not twice. Every day. This is where most give up. This is where the weak turn back. This is where the average settle for mediocrity and call it fate. But you were never meant to be average. You were never designed for smallness. Your struggle is not proof of your inadequacy, it is the crucible forging your strength. Pressure creates diamonds. Fire forges steel. Struggle refines the soul. And once you realize this, you stop running from the pain. You embrace it. You say, welcome. Shape me. Temper me. Prepare me. Because you know the truth. Without struggle, there is no greatness. Without resistance, there is no mastery. Every great life has been shaped by moments when quitting would have been easier, faster, safer, and they refused. They chose resilience. They chose grit. They chose the quiet, relentless march forward, step after painful step, even when the world screamed at them to turn back. And now it's your turn. No one is coming to save you. No miracle is coming. The only thing coming is the life you build with your own 2 hands, with your own mind sharpened into a blade, with your own heart battered and tested and made indestructible. You are the architect of your resurrection. You are the author of your comeback story. You are the hero you've been waiting for. There is a hidden power that the strong know. A secret weapon that turns struggle into strength, pain into wisdom, and obstacles into opportunities. It's called gratitude. Not the shallow gratitude whispered when things go well. Not the casual thanks offered when life feels easy. True gratitude? The kind you forge in the fire. The kind you choose when there seems to be nothing left to be grateful for. Because gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a frequency. It lifts you. It elevates you. It aligns you with solutions. Not problems, possibilities. Not limitations. When you wake up with nothing but struggle, and still say, "Thank you," you change your vibration. You rise above fear. You become untouchable. The greatest minds in history knew this. Lincoln gave thanks in the middle of Civil War. Edison gave thanks after losing entire laboratories to fire. Carnegie gave thanks for the burden of building empires that others would have crumbled under. Gratitude is not weakness. It is warrior fuel. It sharpens your sight, expands your heart, and strengthens your spirit. And from gratitude springs the next power, adaptability. You must become like water, not rigid, not brittle. You must flow around obstacles, reshape around setbacks, carve new paths where others see only dead ends. Darwin said it. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one most adaptable to change. When life knocks you sideways, the question is not, "Why me?" The question is, "How will I evolve?" When doors close, do not mourn them. Kick down new ones. When the plan crumbles, build a better one. When the world says, "No," reply, "Watch me." Adaptability is power. The river cuts through mountains not by force, but by persistence, by adjusting, by flowing, by never stopping. And the adaptable mind is the undefeated mind. But adaptability alone is not enough. You must become a lifelong student of the game. You must hunger for learning like a drowning man hungers for air. Not because it's easy, not because it's comfortable, because it's the only way to grow beyond the chains that held you yesterday. Every struggle you face is teaching you something. Every failure is a master class if you are humble enough to learn. Jim Rohn said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." You must study success like your life depends on it, because it does. You must read the books, attend the seminars, seek the mentors, ask the questions others are too proud to ask. The greats were not born great. They studied. They failed. They learned. They adapted. They grew. They refused to let the struggles define them. They let the struggles refine them. And through that relentless learning, something miraculous happened. They evolved. Because here is a truth most will never understand. Success is not something you achieve. Success is something you become. You must shed the skin of who you were, the fearful, the doubtful, the hesitant self, and step into the armor of who you are destined to be. You must kill the old identity, bury it, and rise. You must speak new words, think new thoughts, walk with new posture, act from a new power. You must burn the bridges back to the small life and plant your flag in the soil of your greater self. Because struggle is not sent to destroy you. It's sent to force your evolution. You think you are being buried by life. Number. You are being planted. And if you stay faithful to the discipline, faithful to the gratitude, faithful to the vision, you will rise from the dirt stronger, fiercer, more magnificent than you ever dared imagine. You are not here to live a copy of your past. You are here to become a revolution, to show the world what a human soul looks like when it chooses destiny over defeat. And that journey, the one you're on right now, it's the greatest story you will ever tell. The comeback story, the rebirth story, the I refuse to quit when it hurt most story, the story that makes your life a legend. You must understand, this struggle you're living right now, this fire you're walking through, this weight you are carrying on your shoulders, is not here to destroy you. It's here to awaken you. It's here to tear apart every limitation you once believed about yourself. It's here to burn down the false identity you clung to for too long. It's here to strip away the excuses, the stories, the doubts, and reveal the power that was always within you. You, unbreakable, unstoppable, unyielding. You think your past defines you. It doesn't. You think your mistakes disqualify you. They don't. You think your failures are a tombstone. They are a stepping stone. The only difference between you and those you admire, those you envy, those you wish you could become, is a single decision. The decision to rise. The decision to fight. The decision to never, ever, ever give up. Do you hear it? The distant roar of your future calling you. It's not a whisper anymore. It's a battle cry. The world needs your greatness. The world is waiting for the full force of who you are. Not the watered-down version. Not the apologetic version. Not the maybe one-day version. The real you. The one who dares to believe when everyone else doubts. The one who stands when everyone else folds. The one who moves forward through fear, through failure, through fire, because there is no other choice. The dream you carry. It is sacred. It is your duty to protect it, to nurture it, to fight for it with everything you have inside you. Because when you rise, you give permission for others to rise. When you refuse to quit, you become a lighthouse for those still lost at sea. When you choose to live fully, fiercely, unapologetically, you set the world on fire. And understand this final truth. You are closer than you think. Closer than your mind will allow you to believe. Closer than the world would dare to admit. One more day of discipline. One more step of courage. One more act of faith. That's all it takes to tip the scales. That's all it takes to break through. There is no secret weapon coming. There is no miracle you are waiting for. You are the miracle. The courage is already in you. The strength is already in you. The vision is already in you. It's not about becoming something you are not. It's about unleashing everything you already are. And the time to unleash it is now. Not when it's convenient. Not when it's easy. Not when the fear finally disappears. Now. Because greatness never waits. It demands. It calls. It insists you step forward before you're ready. And if you are willing, even trembling, even uncertain, even broken, if you are willing to step anyway, then you will find yourself becoming something you never dreamed possible. A force of nature. A living testament to the power of human spirit. A beacon of what's possible when someone refuses to surrender. So take the pain. Take the fear. Take the doubt. And mold it into your crown. Lift your head. Straighten your spine. Set your eyes on the horizon where your destiny waits. And walk. Walk through the fire. Walk through the doubt. Walk through the noise and the fear and the shadows and keep walking. Because you were never meant to crawl. You were born to soar. The greatness you seek is not out there. It's already breathing inside your chest, pounding in your heart, roaring in your spirit. It's waiting right now for you to decide. Decide to fight. Decide to believe. Decide to rise. The world will not give you permission. You must take it. The world will not hand you greatness. You must claim it. And if you do, if you dare, if you choose to rise today against every doubt, every fear, every ounce of tiredness in your bones, then one day soon, you will look back at this moment, this very moment, and you will say, "That was the day I changed everything." Now rise. The world is waiting. And you were born ready.